And me, when I turn on the TV or the shows or whatever, it's always negative. So that's just one of the reasons, okay? And it can also inspire the children when they see themselves represented in books. Like if they see, a book with a Black scientist or a Black artist, and they're like, yeah, that is so cool.
Interludes, a pure Lighthouse production. This episode is brought to you by NBN's African American Historical News Journal. Give the gift of knowledge as the Drive for Five starts now. And now, all the way live from the South Side of Chicago, give it up for your host, Val the Voice Johnson.
Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze.
Here's a true statement. Representation matters. In the classroom, in the workplace, and especially in television, film, and literature. For children of color, it's important for them to realize their strength and worth while growing up in the society, whether it be in the States or in other places like Haiti. In the mid-1990s, Haitian-American author Judith Annique published her master thesis and semi-autobiographical book, Breath, Eyes, Memory, and years later, the book was picked as a selection for the Oprah Winfrey Book Club. Annique writes from her heart and experience being a Haitian immigrant to the States, and her writings inspired our guest today. Children's author Judith Annique François has written the book Meet the Three Princesses, and last year raised over $10,000 to finish publishing the book and to have over 500 copies sent to Haitian children. Like Edwidge, Judith celebrates her Haitian culture in her writings, and this week hosted a virtual book release party celebrating her writing accomplishment and her birthday. Let's hear from Judith and learn more about her thoughts on representation and the importance of exposing positive images to children. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Interludes. I am very excited to have a very talented writer, a poet, and someone who has been very successful in raising funds. She is very passionate about writing great stories about her home country, Haiti. Welcome, Judith Annique François. Welcome.
Hi, Valerie. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm really, really happy to be here.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Time goes by so fast. I can't believe it's 2022.
What is happening in your background over there, girl?
I'm sorry. I got those cats and, they want attention like 24/7. So I'm like, stay away for a few minutes.
They're like children. Like, could you please pay attention to me right now?
Right. Yeah.
I met Judith through a mutual business network. And what I was so fascinated with, ladies and gentlemen, was that she wrote a book and she did a Kickstarter campaign for it called Three Little Princesses. Now, when you wrote this book and was thinking, I want to raise money, what inspired that drive? What inspired you, number one, to write the book and then to do this Kickstarter specifically for getting those books to Haitian children in Haiti?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Mm-hmm. So it is, what inspired me to write it is because, I'm a writer. I'm always writing. I have different ideas coming to me every day, every couple of days, So I started getting those ideas for children's book earlier this year. And with the pandemic, I was, a little bit isolated and taking a break from some other stuff that I was writing. And then I decided, let me try a children's book that's been in my head for a while. So I started writing it, and then, I went through the process of writing and editing, and then I decided to, say, okay, I'm going to put it out there. Now, the reason that it is something that it was important to me, because, as you say, I'm from Haiti. And so pretty much like 99% of everything that I write, that has some type of influence in it, so it's either something that's taking place in Haiti, whether from my experience, from things that I've seen, heard, things about the culture, So the book, Meet the Three Princesses, it takes place in Haiti. It's about three little girls, their family who, are loving, they love school, they love to play. And I wanted to depict, a different side of Haiti, where people can see us as just like them, just like we're human. We have a beautiful culture. The Haitian families work just as hard as everybody else. They want the same thing for their children. So so I wanted to show the world that. And then I also wanted to send the book to Haiti because it's important for children everywhere to see themselves in, represented positively in the media. So in Haiti, unfortunately, we don't really have a whole lot of that. Many children don't have books or go to libraries. And those who do, most of the time, they're not reading books that were written by Haitian people, in their native language of Creole and, for them. So I feel like this is kind of like my contribution to help younger children, especially to see themselves and help build their self-esteem, help see that they are loved, they are represented, they have a voice. So that's my inspiration for the book.
Yeah.
And it's a series, so this is just one of many more books to come.
Wow. And it was so inspirational to just kind of, read and know the background. Did you grow up here or in Haiti? How was that experience, depending on where you grew up? How was your experience growing up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I did, I was in Haiti until I was 11 years old. And then I moved to Chicago from 11 until, let's say when I was 18, I moved to Florida for college. I spent about 5 years there. And then I came back to Chicago. And then I moved to Haiti for about 3.5 years. And then I came back to Chicago. And then I went back to Haiti for like another year. And then I came back again to Chicago. So it's like, I don't know, I consider my home is like both Haiti and Chicago. It's like both, So yeah, both of these places that I grew up with, like really influenced me, how I see the world, how I write, how I, interact with people. So yeah.
And being a writer, who has been an author or poet that has inspired you the most?
I would say the author that inspired me the most is Edwidge Dantica. She is a Haitian American woman. I believe she was born in Haiti, and she writes really beautiful books. Sometimes they're heartbreaking, but they're really good. And so the reason that she inspired me is because when I first came to the United States, right, I was in ESL classes like all day long, and from the 4th grade all the way till the 7th grade. So when I went to the 8th grade, I remember the first day I walked into the school, everybody was introducing themselves. And so when it was my turn, I was like, yeah, I'm Judith. And then of course they saw that I have an accent and they were like, so where are you from? And I was like, I'm from Haiti. And my teacher was like, oh my God, do you know about Edwidge Dantica? And I was like, no, I have no idea what she's talking about. So the next day she bought me this book. She bought me Breath, Eyes, Memories by Edwidge. And that was the very first time in my life that I saw a book written by a Haitian author. Things that I was familiar with, the culture, and things that were happening in the book. I was like, yes, I understand that. I really see it. And it really changed my life, basically, because I was like, this is what I wanted to do. Like, I always felt something in me that wanted to write and liked to write, but I just didn't see that it was possible because I'd never heard of a Haitian out there. Like I was very ignorant of it. So yeah, Edward, she really inspired me. And then after that, that's when my world was open to other books by Haitian people. And I just really felt like I could do it from then on. And so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I feel like it's important for me to target those younger people, because I was like about 14, 15 when I realized that I could be a writer or that I can be anything that I wanted. But, the children, in Haiti or children nowadays, they don't have to wait that long, so they can let's start them early to realize that they have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
So.
Why do you think it's important for children of color to see themselves represented positively?
Yeah, it's very, very important because a children's environment and what you see, it's like they're always absorbing things. So when they see other cultures, books with people who don't look like them, it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's only when they only see other people in those book represented positively. So then not only that, like that will definitely affect their self-esteem, how they see themselves. So there will be a lot of internalized like judgment and things that they will believe about themselves, because they will see, okay, so this other group is always really positively represented, and me, when I turn on the TV or the shows or whatever, it's always negative, so I must be bad or I must be inferior than them. So that's just one of the reasons. Okay. And it can also inspire the children when they see themselves represented in books, like if they see a book with a Black scientist or a Black artist, and they're like, yeah, that is so cool. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and it sounds like you're a teacher.
Well, I'm not really a teacher. I was a substitute teacher for a couple of years. And then I also received my like special ed certificate. And I would work one-on-one with children who just need a little bit of like extra extension, like I would, do things with them one-on-one so that they can, because not all children are able to learn like the exact same way. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds like we had a similar trajectory, because I did substitute teaching in Chicago for about 3 years, but I did high school. Them kids was crazy. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I stay away from the high schools.
It's something beautiful about that.
I'm proud of what I am. Poems I speak are plugged too tight. Please, oh please, let plug to be himself, not what you read, all right?
I love the name of the characters. Rosaline, Cassandra, Esther, Mama Julie, and Papa Jack. Of the 3 princesses that I mentioned, this is Rosaline, Cassandra, and Esther. Which of the 3 princesses does Judith identify with the most?
Oh, let me see. I want to say Rosaline. Like she's the youngest. Okay, she hasn't been to school yet. Her 2 sisters are whenever they're getting ready to go to school, she always wants to go, and Mama has to explain that you can't go to school yet. She is asking a lot of questions. She's a very, very curious little girl, and she wants to learn more. She's always like, just is ready for the world. Like to she's like, okay, I'm ready. So I think I see that. I see myself in all 3 of those girls, but I see myself in Rosaline like even more, because there are so many things that I'm just like, when I look back into my childhood, that I was always like, I wanted to explore and wanted to see. I was always wondering about things. So yeah.
And for people that are Haitian American, just making that transition from Haiti to America, what was the biggest challenge when you transitioned, and then you're someone that actively goes back. But if you can remember that far back, like, how was it just going from Haiti? How is it down there, and then coming to a very cold climate, because Chicago is no joke.
Yeah. So for me, the first it came as a surprise because nobody told me that I was coming to America. Not until
What?
yeah, I just remember one day we went to this place and it was like a lot of strange people in there. And then later I found out that was the US Embassy. So I went once and still didn't really understand what was going on. And then the second time I went, that's when I saw someone, a white lady handing a yellow envelope to the person I was with. And they were like, congratulations. And everybody was so happy. And then like a month later, I was on a plane and I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know. It's like I guess in Haitian culture, like children, sometimes they don't really talk about things. They don't tell you, because you're a kid. But so that was the first surprise for me. And then when I came here, I came in April. And at that time, in April, like was extremely cold in Chicago.
Yeah.
So I remember just my grandmother had me in this really sheer like outfit, and I could feel the breeze like in my legs and in all over my body. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cold. I hate it. I don't like it. So that was like one of my first things. But I was excited as well because I was like, oh my God, this is, when you're in Haiti, like when you're in a different country, I don't care what country you are. Like when people talk about the United States of America, it's like they feel like, you hear all these stories that like there are sidewalks and roads that are like paved in gold and it's like paradise and everything is beautiful. And yeah, so I was kind of excited too about that. So I struggled. It was mostly because of the separation. I went from Haiti living in a house with like about 15 people at some point, and then it was just me and my mom and my stepfather, and then my mom, my little brother came, so that was another huge adjustment. I was also with my grandmother. We were very close. We still are. There was a little bit of separation, anxiety there for a while, and then in school I didn't really fit in. I was always like the awkward, quiet kid. So it took a lot of adjustment, but I guess it's a good thing that I did come young, because I feel like maybe as an adult it would have been harder to like adapt.
Yeah. And I mean that for the people that I've spoken with that are friends of mine that are Haitian, and they talk about when they made their transition from Haiti to America, depending on their age, sometimes it wasn't too bad, and then sometimes it was a harsh adjustment, especially if you were a teenager or maybe a young adult. And that's just exciting to hear, because I feel like my mom, she left the South and she came to Chicago in the 50s. So just kind of that migration to do something in another city and for you, another country, just to make it better. In 2021, unfortunately, Haiti went through some very weird things as a country. Unfortunately, the president was assassinated. And I think there was also was there an earthquake as well?
Yes, there was an earthquake about a month later.
Yeah.
And then there's all this political unrest and
yeah. And my deal is that I've always talked to my friends and said, what can we do to help? And sometimes there was a Christian group that went down to help, and they ended up getting kidnapped. And so to tell someone to say, you know what, I am Haitian, but whatever craziness that's happening in my home country doesn't represent me. If you were to let someone know, because literally you did a Kickstarter, raised $10,000 for 3 little princesses so that those books can be sent to Haiti. What would you tell someone to say, you know what, I support Haiti and support me because I'm Haitian and this is my home country, and I love it no matter how crazy the things that have been happening there. I still love my home country. What do you say to that?
Yeah, that's well, first of all, that's beautiful. I wish more people would, see it that way, so that more people would be willing to help Haiti. For me, a lot, I feel very powerless when it comes to these things, because there are like layers and layers and layers, and like big bosses and big people who are, basically responsible for Haiti being the way that it is. And they don't want things to change, right?
Right.
So the way that I see how I can make a difference is by doing things with the children, like targeting the innocent children who didn't ask to be born in that situation, and if everybody just leaves Haiti and they never look back, then like who's gonna actually be their example for the children that are coming up, because we don't want them to repeat the same cycle of of violence, helplessness, and corruption and all that stuff. So that's why that's how I feel like I can do my part, and just working with the youth, working with young people with education, supporting literacy. A lot of like people in Haiti are very they don't take change like very
Well,
easily, very well. Yeah.
okay.
So I'm not so I'm not gonna try to go and be like, okay, we have to change the education system and we have to do this or do that. I'm just gonna offer my support and say, here are books. I've started a nonprofit organization so that we can support other great organizations that are doing good in Haiti when it comes to education and literacy. So that's for me, that's the start, and that's how I can do my part.
Yeah, and what's the name of your non-for-profit foundation?
Okay, so the name it's a strange name, but it is Gautier Abraham Bosico Literacy Foundation. So Gautier is my mother's maiden name. Judith Gautier. Abraham is my grandmother's maiden name, and Bosico is my father's name, and it's actually my name too. But my mother changed it when she got married. So, but I wanted to have my family's name in there. It's because it's how I want my family to be honored, and bring pride and joy to my family's name. And so that's what it is, and I'm really excited about like I want to do so much with it, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. In 2022, it's going to be an exciting time, and I found out you're a poet. I've been in these clubhouse streets, virtual streets, seeing what you've been doing. Far as poetry, I heard that you have some workshops that you're going to be doing on via Clubhouse. Tell me about that.
Yes. So my book is like right here. Let me 1 second. Let me grab it.
Okay. It's audio, but it's all cool.
Okay.
It's fine.
So I forgot that I should have brought it. So this is my first ever published book. It's called Breakthrough to New Beginnings, A Poet's Journey. And everything I write is like very personal for me. So this poetry book has a lot of very poems that were about, like my journey of going like from immigration to like childhood memories, and then healing to, trauma and all of that. So, so I'm very proud of it as like my first ever book published. And so the poetry workshop, it's called the Breakthrough Poetry Workshop, and we do it every month, the first Saturday of every month, all of 2022. Yeah, if you go to Eventbrite, the tickets, it's free. It's a free workshop, but I do accept donations. The link, I'll give you the link. It's gonna be
Clubhouse.
on Zoom. Well, actually on
Oh, it's on.
Zoom.
Oh, it's only gonna be on Zoom. Okay.
Yeah. I do them like in Clubhouse as well. I do like mini workshops in Clubhouse from time to time. But for this one, it will be like a Zoom.
Oh, okay, cool. If people wanted to donate and find out more about Three Little Princesses and to just find out about your mission and what you've done as far as raising money to send the books to Haiti and anything else, workshops as well, where would they go?
Okay, they can go to www.judithsbooks.com. So it's JUDITHSBOOKC.com. And there you will be able to purchase my book 1 of Meet the Three Princesses. And then you'll be able to pre-order book 2 and book 3 of the series as well. And then also you'll be able to donate on the GoFundMe campaign that we're still doing to collect funds to help bring books to Haiti. So, yeah.
This is exciting. Guys, I'm looking at her website right now, and your illustrator, what's the gentleman's name?
Yeah, Rodney Sano. He is a really great illustrator from Haiti. And also my translator, like the books are translated into both French and Creole. Nice. So my translator was also a Haitian guy. So
yeah, so this is exciting, Judith. Judith, thank you so much for joining me on Interludes.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Oh my gosh. I'm Valerie Johnson, and this is Interludes.
Represent, y'all. Represent. Queens, represent, y'all. Represent.
For more fun outtakes with author Judith Annique François, please visit our Interludes YouTube channel. Have you seen it? It's the weekly chat with EP Michael Womble and Valerie Johnson. Interludes Extra presents Talk on Tuesdays. Join us and other special guests as we break down the latest topics surrounding music and movies and sports every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, live in the chat on our Interludes YouTube channel. Interludes. Original concept by Valerie Johnson. Written by Michael Womble. Produced by Michael Womble and Valerie Johnson. Original intro and outro music produced by Kendall Nesbitt. Interludes, a pure Lighthouse production. This episode is brought to you by NBN's African American Historical News Journal, documenting 178 years of our country's historical newspaper articles. Give the gift of knowledge as the Drive for 5 starts now. I got my 5, and I invite you to get your 5. To purchase your 5 journals, please visit the website nbnconnect.com and type in Interludes as the referral. To subscribe to our YouTube channel or join our Interludes Facebook group, visit the website linktr.ee/Pure Light Media.